Hey guys and gals, it's Jim back here, and I decided to do this video today with another tip on making it easier when you build the USS Grissom, the 350th scale from round two. Um, I'm working on my nacelles now, getting them ready, primered up and ready for paint and mask and all that stuff. And there are a couple clear parts that you will need to assemble before you do your paint work. They go back here. Those are the rear strobe light pieces. They're clear plastic. First off, paint doesn't like to stick to clear plastic real well and all that. So, but anyway, it's got a little lens protruding up the top and all that. And what I do to keep that from getting paint on it, I take a toothpick and I just use plain old Elmer's glue. This is stuff that's worked for many years for me. I dab some Elmer's glue on the top, being careful not to get it all over the whole part, just on the little round lens part, what would be your navigation light area and all that. I dab a little bit at a time till I build it up, and then you go ahead and paint the whole part just like anything else. Now, the primer covered all the flat surface real nice, but around that part glues in from the back. But around the sides there, where it fits inside the opening, you get light bleed. So what I did, I just took a small, real fine detailing brush, and I painted some Tamiya flat black in there. Let it dry. It kind of almost like using a wash. I dabbed it in there, and it floated around the edge of that opening and everything. You still got your opening. It's not all filled in smooth or nothing like that. And I held my light behind it, and wherever I saw a little pinhole of a light leak or that, I put another little dab. And then once I get done, I won't paint that whole back of the part, the clear part. I'll just go around the very edges where it's glued to the nacelle part itself, and I'll go around that with some flat black and stuff like that. So, but it does take care of the light leak and all that you got inside that little crevice and all that. And once you're done painting everything and you get it all finished up, all you gotta do is take that white glue. It doesn't adhere to the plastic real strong, like model cement, or even Mod Podge is a little too strong to use. So I just use plain old Elmer's white school glue for the kids and stuff. And once you're done painting it, all you gotta do is flick that little bead of glue off of there, and you got your navigation light nice and clear. So that's how I did that part. On these parts back here, they go on the rear bulkhead area, and on the two corners, and on the bottom again, there's a little tip sticking down. That's your navigation light lens. It's the only one. It'll be on the bottom of your main hull once your model is finished and everything. Again, like I says, paint doesn't like to stick to clear plastic real well. So I was figuring out you don't want to get paint on the back side of these, because they'll be sitting up against the bulkhead, the part that you glue in, and then there's a little opening in that bulkhead where you're going to put your LED to light up the navigation light. But what I was contemplating is I want to get these painted before I install them and all that, and I don't want to install them until after I'm doing all my paint and mask work and everything like that. Kind of like one of the final steps when I glue the two halves of the main body together. I came up with a couple ideas. First, I took a piece of wire. I forget what gauge it is, but it's average size. Probably 28 gauge, maybe something like that. I stripped a piece of insulation, and you could put it on that little clear tip, the lens part that's sticking down. It's long enough to you can put something over it to keep from getting paint on it. I did that. It fit pretty well, but it was a little tight pushing it on, and it wanted to come off too easily. So another thing I came up with, and this is working real fine, and it fits nice and snug. It's not going to fall off on you while you're painting it. I took my my smallest heat shrink tubing and all that. And what I did, I heated it up beforehand. You know, just held it up against an open flame, and let it shrink down to its size that it would when you're putting it over a solder joint or that. And it ended up being a perfect size to push on those little clear protrusions and stuff. And I just got them taped down. I roll up a bunch of masking tape and stuff, reverse side and stuff. That way I got a sticky base to set the part on to paint it and hold it in place. And it holds on to real nice. It'll come off real nice. It's not going to damage your part or nothing, but you can get the whole piece painted and all that before you install it in your model. And if you got any kind of light bleeds, you can, you know, keep giving a couple coats of paint. I'm using a black Rust-Oleum. It's a black primer and stuff, so I figured I'd start out with black, and it actually gets painted like a medium to dark gray, the same color as the bulkhead and everything. But this is the easiest way I came up with, is putting that little piece of heat shrink tubing on that little lens part that protrudes down. That'll go through the bottom part of the hull, and then you'll have your little tip sticking out of the model for your navigation, so you'll be able to see the light once it's on there and stuff like that. So that's what I come up with for these couple little tricks. As far as the Elmer's glue on the tip of those lenses there, I've been using that idea for many years. Sometimes I'll even do it on window openings and everything. You know, if you got the clear parts in there, you know, like on tiny windows, you know, these are kind of small to do it on. But if you got like average size windows, say like on your refit or something else, and you already got a clear part in there, just dab some Elmer's plain old school glue on there. Let it dry before you do any paint, and once you're done, you can take your fingernail, flick it off. You can take the tip of a straight pin and flick it off, and you got a nice clean surface, you know, that's gonna let the light pass through and stuff without having to worry about getting any paint on it. So I just thought I'd share these couple of quick tips with you as I go. I'm starting to get ready, hopefully tomorrow morning, get some of the base color, the light gray down on here, and then I can start doing my masks and all that after a couple of days of letting that dry. And also that's where we're at. So hope these little tips and tricks are helpful. And you know, sometimes you come up with a little solution at the last minute. Other times you got stuff that you know, different techniques that you've been using for many years and stuff. So but I thought I'd share this with you guys, you know, whether you're um, a skilled modeler or a new modeler or something, and you can't figure out how you're going to paint these parts without getting the lenses covered. This will do it for you. So hopefully this is helpful and all that. And got any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for checking out my videos. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks to all the great comments you guys been leaving me. Thanks for hitting the like button, and we'll talk to you in a couple days, probably with another update on the Grissom. So take care till the next time. Bye.